going on? Today I wanted to let Yahoo Finance drop some knowledge on you guys about the gold price. So let's check that out. It's called "Did Yellen Just Ruin the Gold Trade?" And this is a little 5-minute video or so. I'll go through most of it with you today, okay?
It's not just stocks. Is Janet Yellen also hitting the gold market? Picture this, gold down about 3% this month, posted its biggest one-day drop since January. Certainly a confusing time for a gold buyer or gold owner. Let's talk numbers now on the charts today. Stephen Pylar, Prime Execution. Stephen, welcome. And we've got Gina Sanchez of Chantico Global. Gina, I know you know this, but I'm just going to say it for the audience's benefit. Historically, there's an inverse relationship between real interest rates and gold. So if real rates go up, gold historically has gone down. Do you think history will play itself out that way again?
Really? Actually that's not true. If you look at a chart here, this is the interest rates between 71 and 80 in the US. As you can see, there's a spike here in 1980 of 20% interest rates. What did gold and silver do during that time? Not much, just set all-time highs. This is inflation adjusted, by the way, guys. Notice how both prices here are higher than we got back in 2011. Gold inflation adjusted was 1975.22. Silver was $102.79. This is from January 1980, guys. So, was this really a bubble? Let's continue with the video.
Well, I not only think that, I'm betting on it. I do actually think that the long-term trajectory for gold, and I've said this many times now, is down if you consider sort of where we are in the grand interest rate cycle, not even...
Guys, people don't buy gold and silver and hold it because of where we are in the grand scheme of the interest rate cycle. Come on. People buy gold and silver as, you know, as a protection against currency devaluation. That's what it's all about. It has nothing to do with interest rates.
Right now, you know, we're sort of bumping along in a sideways range, and Janet Yellen has sort of pushed that sort of to head back up. Well, that's
big mistake in my opinion. That could turn out to be a disaster.
It's important because gold, all of the fundamentals would suggest that gold has to go down, and this...
What fundamentals? Give me at least one example of all the fundamentals that you're talking about, because all the fundamentals that I'm aware of say that gold is going a lot higher right now. Well, like not tomorrow or anything like that, but over the long term, the fundamentals for gold are very bullish.
Yet another sort of, you know, push in that direction. So, yeah.
So you're betting, you think, you're putting your money where your mouth is. You think gold will
Absolutely.
Indeed be lower?
I do think gold will be lower. I mean, what made gold spike back up was the geopolitical tension in the Ukraine, and now that has settled back down.
Has it? This happened over the weekend, guys.
Using armored vehicles and stun grenades, Russian troops forced their way into Belbek Air Base. Gunfire could be heard. It followed the refusal by Ukrainian troops to surrender to an earlier ultimatum issued by Russia to leave the base. At least one Ukrainian has been injured. The commander of the base was taken away for questioning. It was one of the last military facilities in Crimea still largely under Ukrainian authority.
All peace and love in Ukraine, guys, in Crimea. Nothing to see here. Everything is calm and down.
That continues to be an upside risk, and I'm not going to downplay that. I think that, you know, Putin has said, no, I promise I'm not going to take over any more countries, but, you know, we'll see that when it happens. So that's maybe a potential upside risk down the road, but for right now, I would say that the fundamentals still show gold going down.
You know,
So earlier she said that all the fundamentals show gold going down. She gave 0 examples of the fundamentals showing that gold is going down, and gave actually 1 example of bullish factor for gold. So I'm kind of confused at this point.
Sometimes, Stephen, technical analysis can look a little bit like voodoo, right? You guys know all this stuff, and the average guy like me is looking at it and saying, what do I do?
Here's another thing, guys. The media likes to pull this off a lot. Hey, look at me. I know technical analysis. But you, the viewer out there, are too stupid to understand that. So just listen to me. I know what I'm talking about.
Sometimes, though, it looks, I don't want to say perfect, but it looks spot on. When we look at gold, man, we had a little support a while ago. You marked it as resistance. We pretty much hit it and came back down.
Yeah, exactly. And that's when technical analysis is really useful, especially when it coincides with an event like the Fed speaking and...
Yeah, picture that. The Fed talks and gold and silver prices get smacked down. Well, has that ever happened before? Oh, I don't know, probably every single time in the last 4 or 5 years. They push the price down after a Fed meeting. Like, guys, come on. There is manipulation going on. This is from Bloomberg. Barclays Deutsche Bank accused of gold fix manipulation. This is from March the 5th this year. Let's see another one. Again, from Bloomberg. Gold fix study shows signs of decade of bank manipulation. February 28, 2014. Come on, guys. Open your eyes here. This is not a free market.
And we also have this resistance at about 1400. We have daily momentum becoming overbought, which indicates near-term exhaustion. And we also have longer-term momentum indicators hitting their own resistance. So everything really lined up for this test of 1400 and the Fed event for gold to move lower. Plus, you do have things calming down maybe a little bit in the kind of Russian theater right now. But on the technical side, we do have to look at this wide range it's been in to figure out where risk is going to be. And that...
Guys, I'm not going to play any more of this. He just kind of babbles on about technical analysis, you know, which is very useful at times, but again, it's a manipulated market. You have to wonder here, why is it that every single time they do a piece on gold and silver, why is it always biased opinion? No one is ever arguing on the side of gold and silver, and it's just a one-sided argument. So, you know, it's just, you know, I'm just trying to point out in this video, like, they're not giving you accurate information, they're not giving you accurate facts. Like, why even bother listening to these guys? It's a joke. Have a good weekend. Peace.